I wake up, my head pounding like a drum. Everything's blurry. I don't know where I am. I don't know who I am. My head hurts so much it feels like it's splitting in two. I try to think, but it's like my brain is wrapped in fog. I'm exhausted. I'm lying on a bed, wearing gray clothes. I feel starving and parched. Then I hear it, music. Mozart. It's coming from somewhere outside this room. The door creaks open, and a man walks in. He's dressed in all black, like a shadow that learned how to walk. His voice cuts through the silence. Hey! How's your head? It's okay. I guess, I mutter. Good, he says, handing me a glass. Drink. I gulp it down without thinking, too thirsty to ask questions. But as soon as the liquid hits my stomach, exhaustion swallows me whole. Darkness pulls me under. I wake up again. The room is dark now, silent. The pain in my head is back. I grope for the light, and when I find it, I see a glass on the table. I'm thirsty again. I drink, but the tiredness creeps over me like a wave. I'm out before I know it. A voice jolts me awake. The man in black is standing over me again, his eyes cold. I'm going to ask you some questions, he says. I don't know anything, I croak. Try again. Who are you? I told you, I don't know. His face hardens, and suddenly, he hits me. The pain is sharp, making my vision blur. Don't hit me. I yell. But he does. Again. Then he leaves, slamming the door behind him. As I lie there, something clicks in my brain. A memory. I'm in a field, lying under a tree. I've got binoculars in my hands, watching a beautiful house. Then there's a noise behind me. A man. He has a dog and a gun. Before I can move, he slams the gun into my head. Pain explodes, and everything goes black. Now I remember why my head hurts. But why was I there? Who am I? Am I a cop? A spy? Or something worse? The next day, the man comes back. Remember anything yet? A little, I say. Who are you working for? He asks. I don't know. I snap. He narrows his eyes but doesn't say anything. He walks out, leaving me alone with my thoughts. More memories bubble up. I see myself in the field again, watching the house. A car pulls up, a white Jaguar. 2 people get out, carrying a box. Then, the noise behind me. The man. The gun. I overhear voices outside my room. He still doesn't remember anything, one man says. 2 more days, another replies. If he doesn't talk, we're done with him. I panic. They're going to kill me. I look around the room and spot a piece of paper on the table. An idea forms. I slide the paper under the door and use a pen to push the key out of the lock. It falls onto the paper, and I carefully pull it back under the door. I've got the key. I unlock the door and step into the hallway. It's quiet. I move quickly, heart pounding. The house is huge, filled with doors. I open one and freeze. The room is full of paintings, Picassos, Rembrandts, Van Goghs. I recognize one of them immediately. It's the famous Picasso stolen from the London Art Gallery. They're art thieves. But who am I? I remember a bedroom with a phone. I find it and dial. Police, I whisper. I'm being held at 35972, Bratt Street. The house is full of stolen art. Hurry. I hang up just as I hear footsteps outside the door. He's gone, someone shouts. Find him. And this time, finish him. I hear them searching the house. Then, sirens. Police cars screech to a stop outside. The thieves panic. Good evening, I hear an officer say. We're here to search the house. Minutes later, the thieves are in handcuffs, loaded into police cars. As the cops secure the scene, one of them looks at me closely. Eddie? Is that you? He asks, laughing. Who's Eddie? I ask, confused. You're Eddie Hampton, he says. You don't remember? I shake my head, and he laughs harder. Well, Eddie, you're no cop or spy. You're just a small-time crook. You rob houses, TVs, radios, little stuff. But I'll give you this, you just helped us catch some big fish today. I stare at him, stunned. I'm Eddie Hampton. A thief. But tonight, I helped stop something much bigger. How's that for a twist? Questions and answers. Who wakes up with a pounding headache and no memory? The main character wakes up with a pounding headache and no memory. What is he wearing when he wakes up? The main character is wearing gray clothes when he wakes up. What did he hear outside the room after waking up? He hears Mozart music coming from outside the room after waking up. Who enters the room first? A man dressed in black enters the room first. What does the man in black give the main character? The man in black gives the main character a glass of water. What happens after the main character drinks the water? After the main character drinks the water, he feels exhausted and falls asleep. What happens when the main character wakes up the second time? When the main character wakes up the second time, he feels thirsty again, drinks from the glass, and falls asleep once more. What does the man in black do during his second visit? During his second visit, the man in black interrogates the main character, asking who he is and why he is there. How does the man in black respond when the main character says they don't know? When the main character says he doesn't know, the man in black hits him and leaves. What memory returns to the main character after being hit? After being hit, the main character remembers being in a field, lying under a tree, and watching a house with binoculars. What happened to the main character in the field? In the field, a man with a dog and a gun appeared and hit the main character on the head with the gun. What does the main character overhear outside their room? The main character overhears the captors discussing giving them 2 more days to talk before they are done. How does the main character escape from the locked room? The main character escapes from the locked room by pushing the key out of the lock with a pen and retrieving it using a piece of paper. What does the main character discover in another room? The main character discovers a collection of stolen paintings, including a famous Picasso, in another room. How does the main character contact the police? The main character contacts the police by finding a phone in a bedroom and calling them, giving the address and reporting the stolen heart. What do the thieves do when they hear the police arriving? When the thieves hear the police arriving, they panic and try to figure out how to handle the situation. What name do the police call the main character? The police call the main character Eddie Hampton. Who is Eddie Hampton revealed to be? Eddie Hampton is revealed to be a small-time thief who steals household items like TVs and radios. What unexpected role does Eddie play in the story? Eddie unexpectedly plays the role of helping the police capture major art thieves. How does Eddie react to learning who he is? Eddie reacts with shock but realizes he played a part in stopping something much bigger than himself. Wow, what a story, right? Eddie didn't know who he was, but in the end, he made a big difference. What about you? If you woke up one day and didn't remember who you were, how would you react? This story teaches us that no matter where we come from, we can always choose to do something good. Eddie might have been a thief, but he helped the police catch even bigger criminals. Now it's your turn. Let's practice. What would you do if you were Eddie? Can you describe the most exciting part of the story in your own words? Write your answers in the comments. I'd love to read them and help you practice your English. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more exciting stories that help you learn English. Remember, the best way to improve is to have fun and keep practicing. See you in the next video.